We are here today to honor Paul Cohen, and Paul Cohen. I know, you would think that there are at least 4 Paul Cohens, because this one Paul Cohen has been involved in so many leadership roles. The regional Hillels, Bob enumerated them, especially San Francisco Hillel, Interfaith Family, Menorah Park, Shars Ahav, Jewish Community Federation, the JCC, and the list goes on and on and on. It seems like there should be many more Paul Cohens, but there aren't. We come together today at this sold-out event with a waiting list to honor one Paul Cohen who does so many things in the Jewish community. Please join me to cheer for Paul Cohen. I got to know Paul sitting together on a federation committee. We kibitzed at meetings and bonded over our shared frustration with the process. Paul's commitment to transparency, to honest dealing, and to traditional Jewish values was striking. These ideals sealed my bond to Paul. Surely everyone in this room has seen Paul's incredible commitment to both the Jewish community and Jewish values. So, how does someone become Paul Cohen? In Paul's case, it started with family. Paul grew up in a loving home in the Bronx. His family didn't have a lot of money, but it was enriched by a strong sense of values, framed by an observant Jewish life. Paul went to Talmud Torah 5 days a week. He celebrated Shabbat and was proud every day of being Jewish. His grandparents had an enormous impact on his life. His grandma always kept money in her pocket to treat others who did not have as much. His parents role modeled acceptance. Paul's cousin converted to Catholicism, and Paul's parents strove to sustain that relationship. His parents supported the choices people made. Inclusion was one of the core values that would come to guide Paul's adult life. Volunteerism was also a core value established in Paul's childhood. Paul inherited the uncommon and incredibly valuable trait of hatikva. Like the Israel national anthem, he has hope. In the face of sometimes weighty reality, Paul has persevered and succeeded by not becoming embittered or unhappy. The goodness of people and the dignity of every human being animates Paul. In his work at the State Hospital in Trenton, New Jersey, he saw that the elderly were warehoused in institutions and ashamed of their living environments. He recognized the sanctity of the elderly and poured resources into their care. And finally, Paul has some kind of superhero-like resilience and energy. Rabbi Camille Angel expressed it. His strength and stamina make a difference each day. He is driven and inspiring and motivational. Virtually no single person can keep up with Paul. When you blend all of these foundational values and characteristics together, what do you get? Paul Cohen, the artist. Not the kind who sings or paints, but the one who uses his kindness and skills as a listener, persuader, and motivator. An artist changing the lives of people through countless modalities, ranging from life cycle events, to mentoring, to problem solving, to just welcoming others. Paul's artistic vision projects beyond the singular person or situation to the extended generational impact of his efforts. Paul stresses the importance of l'dor v'dor through his investment in facilitating conversions, officiating at marriages, other life cycle events, as well as being engaged in leadership development. Joan Levison, executive director of Menorah Park, provided a story about Paul. As president of the Menorah Park Board of Directors, Paul established a relationship with the staff. On Jewish holidays, Paul would make and deliver latkes or charoset to the staff and then explain the meaning of the holiday. When sitting shiva for his mother, Paul made sure Joan brought the staff to his home. That is the artistry of Paul. Paul pays attention to everyone, includes everybody. He brought his artistry to the Journey to Judaism program at Shar Zahav. Through his example, Paul teaches how Judaism can be a lens to see and walk through the world. And his students use his framing to illustrate their own lives. Networking, mentoring, and coaching are natural art forms to Paul. Through an early cohort of the Professional Leaders Project, Josh Miller from the Jim Joseph Foundation experienced Paul's superb skill as a mentor. He says, Paul is wise and warm. He has the qualities of a Jewish mother, and you know he always wants the best for you. He is a constant supporter, advisor, mentor, friend, and giver. Paul is also the consummate connector. He introduced one of his adopted children, Kimberly Miller Rubenfeld, to his neighbor, Toby Rubin. What do you get when you mix a foundation professional with the founder of Upstart? Maybe even Paul didn't know, but from a first meeting over coffee in Toby's living room, that connection eventually launched Chicago Upstart and countless other initiatives in the Jewish community. Paul is so often the person behind the scenes. Rose Katz from Shar Zahav told me about a long ago synagogue leadership retreat. 35 attendees were asked to go around the room and say what brought them to the retreat. Almost everyone answered, Paul. Paul is sensitive to the nuances of people's lives. As a result, he has been successful in creating welcoming and inclusive environments at Hillel, the LGBT community, interfaith families, and all groups and communities that Paul has served. It is said that everyone in the world is 6 degrees of separation apart. We think the number is reduced to 3 degrees of separation for Paul Cohen. As we assemble here today to recognize Paul's commitment to Hillel as part of his lifetime commitment to the Jewish community, we understand that it's because Paul founded Hillel a way to express so many things important to him. The commitment to encouraging each student to choose a vibrant Jewish life for him or herself, connecting people, mentoring and coaching, and most importantly, leadership development. Paul made sure that Hillel tables on campus offered honey straws and an apple to every student. If the student is Jewish, they get it. If the student is not Jewish, his or her first campus encounter with Jews will be a sweet one. Part of the tradition of inclusion, not exclusion, that is part of Paul's DNA. Through Hillel, everyone gets to taste the sweetness of Jewish life and celebrations, the creativity and artistry of Paul Cohen. No matter which of the many Paul Cohens you are here to celebrate today, we all appreciate the artistry and color Paul has added to our own life canvases. Thank you, Paul.